This is the moment of truth, guys. There is no going back now. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is something a little bit different from the usual. So on this video I'm going to show you guys how I transformed my leather furniture from the color that it is now to the color that I want. So basically it is brown color, as you can see. It's dark brownish, but I do want it black. And also this one I have just done, it was red. When I mean red, I mean pure red. So I wanted to show you guys how I did it. So if you want to see how the whole process took place, keep watching and let's get into it. So for this project I'm going to need the Furniture Clinic coloring set. So basically you have all the stuff that you need, from leather prep to leather finish to the alcohol cleaner to the actual color itself. So I've got this in black because that's what I want. And I'm having some difficulty with the propellant. It seemed not to be working properly because I've been doing this one over here. So I ended up using my spray bottle just to apply the leather finish, because you need to get it, which I've just applied on this one. Look how beautiful it turned out. I'm so impressed with myself. But yes, that's all I'm gonna need, and obviously some foams, and I'm gonna need some what you call it, gloves, and some cotton boards to prep the leather before we proceed. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab me some cotton boards because I've just run out on some of the ones I had yesterday, and I also need some sandpaper. That's all I've got, so that'll do. The first thing you need to do is to use the this, what is this, like a sponge
rough
provided sponge. Yeah, like a rough sponge. I'm gonna go ahead and use the leather prep and use some cotton board, put in here as it was instructed, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour my leather prep on it like so. So that what this is doing is removing the cotton on the leather material to make it easy for the leather to penetrate in. So I'm going ahead and I am cleaning it. And removing the top coat. So I'm gonna go ahead, take a bit more. Make sure you close it because it's quite smelly. It does have a strong odor. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep rubbing it, making sure that I try to remove all the coating on the leather. Right, so the next stage is, after I've cleaned it with the leather prep, I'm gonna go ahead and use the alcohol cleaner. That's the leather alcohol cleaner with a piece of cloth that was provided. So I'm going to have to apply it on the cloth and start wiping down the entire furniture. This is to clean and to remove any wax coating from the furniture, to make it easy to work on. So this is what I'm doing. I'm going ahead and wiping it down as I go. Now this has a very strong smell, so make sure that you are doing this outside where there is a lot of ventilation. So I'm done with the alcohol cleaner. I'm gonna go ahead and use this sandpaper just to sand it down a little bit. Now this is optional. If your material is a bit rough, you can sand it down, but this is not rough. This is quite smooth because it's only a new furniture that's just been purchased. So but I'm just gonna go ahead and just use this to give it a little sanding here and there, but it's not necessary as such. So that's what I'm going ahead and doing, as you can see. Now if you have a better sandpaper, you can go ahead and use. This one is just what I could lay my hand on at this moment in time, but it's doing the job after all. Hi guys, I'm back again. So it has been about more than an hour, because obviously you're supposed to leave the cleaners and everything on for 1 hour for it to properly function. So it has been an hour gone, and I'm back now, and I'm gonna proceed with the stage 3, which is coloring the actual leather itself. This is where the actual work comes in. So yes, I've cleaned it like you saw, sand it down, everything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first of all give it a nice little wipe down, just to remove any dust on the sofa for smooth, seamless application. So this is the color that I'm using, which is a leather colorant, and I have it in black, but it's kind of like wiped off because I think they just used an ink to write it. But yeah, this is it. I need to shake these for 3 minutes vigorously to wake up any particles or what have you inside there. So I'm going to shake this for 3 minutes, and then I'm going to start applying. So yeah, let's get shaking. I'm using a sponge that is quite absorbent, that it was provided along with the product, and I'm going in with my leather colorant. So here you just need to pour a generous amount like this, and this is the moment of truth, guys. There is no going back now. So this is how I start. With this being a dark leather, dark brown, you might not need to go round like I did with the red. So you might just need to go about 2 or 3 coverage in the sort, and it's drying pretty fast. So looks good already. Going in. And it's a good thing that the sun just came out, which means it's going to dry pretty fast as well. So it's all bonus. It's all in the bonus. So in no particular order, basically I'm just going all over the place, just applying it. The key is to get to all the corners, the cranos that seem impossible to get into. You can just pour this on it and just let it go home with it. Don't be merciful, just literally be generous as much as possible. So yeah, I'm loving the idea of pouring it. Basically it's just like saturate and completely. Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. I actually love the idea of transformation. Ooh. You make sure that you get into all the creases, get the color completely saturated into all the creases. That way you don't have any left out, and if you do have any left out, you can always go back and correct it, because there is just a lot of this.
How many layers do you need to lay?
Well, for these I'm gonna go ahead and do maybe 2 or 3. I would say 3, just to get it completely covered to my satisfaction. So
how long does it need to dry after the first layer?
Obviously it depends on your choice of how dark you want it to look, you know, or how light, whatever color you're coloring. If you want it to get lighter or darker, you go in with more layers.
How many layers?
But you have to let it dry within 20 to 15 to 20 minutes to 25 or even 30 minutes interval in between. so that it can dry properly. Bear in mind to grab it properly. So once you go around, saturate everywhere, then you go back again. So this is pretty much the second coat. So far, as you can see, it's almost black. It doesn't look brown anymore, except for a couple of streaks here and there, which I'm gonna make sure I cover completely. And I'm still on one bottle. This a little goes a long way, for real. So yeah, pretty much covered. I'm gonna leave it to cure for 20 minutes. 20 minutes, yeah. So I will be back to apply another 2 coats just to get it as black as can be. But yeah, so far not so bad. Okay, so I'm back again. It's been about 30 minutes since I left it to dry. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my final coat, because to be honest with you, it looks absolutely amazing right now. I don't even think, like, somebody would just, you know, go ahead and just let it be, but I just feel like I want to add last coat just to, you know, uniform it up together, you know, just to like marry it nicely together so that it can come out looking absolutely fantastic. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I still have a lot in here, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. I just felt a drop of rain. Right, so I'm back again. This time around, I'm starting to spray the, I'm just gonna get the name, the leather finish. So obviously, like I said, I was having problem with the nozzle, the spray, so I'm using my Tresemme bottle. It's a really good, the nozzle is good for spraying, so that's what I'm going ahead and doing. So I'm just gonna spray all over, and I'm gonna leave it to dry. And you can use the hair dryer to dry it if you want to, you know, hurry up the process. But if not, you can just let it dry naturally. But I have actually put on the first coat. I forgot to video that, but I want to show you. I see how it's starting to look really good and shiny and nice, because I did order the semi-gloss look. So this is what I'm doing right now. I'm going ahead and spraying it like this. Try and be as far as possible, because sometimes it does give off a bit of liquid particles, but you don't want that to be on the furniture. Don't worry if that happens. Do not try to wipe it, because that happened to me. I wiped it and it smeared and literally ruined all my hard work. So what I did is just dab it with a bit of a tissue, a sponge, or just use your finger to just wipe it off. When I mean wipe, is dab. Do not wipe, dab. So that's what I'm doing, saturating it and going all over the area, making sure that it all gets onto the leather. So basically, I'm gonna use everything inside here so that it will give it that extra coverage that it needs. And if it starts to give me stress again, I'll just leave it. It can be quite tiring, so when your hands are tired, you can take a minute and just rest your hands, and then you go on again and start the process. So this is me doing it. So basically what you need is just the mist. That's what I could have obviously had to get from the nozzle, the spray that the kids came with, but because it wasn't working, I don't know, I've had to call them up to ask for what was going on. They gave me a few tips to follow. I did all of that, but it didn't really solve the problem. And I don't want to keep calling and be, you know, disturbing people. So I thought, why not do it myself with this idea, so which is working so far. Finally done spraying everything. It doesn't look as you would expect it to look, but don't worry, it's gonna dry, and when it does dry, you will not see these. So this is how it looks at the moment. You can see some of the waxing that was just all over, that didn't evenly distribute. But when they do dry, you will not see the patches. So I'm just gonna leave it like this to dry, and when it dries, that's how you get the perfect finish that you that you're looking for. But yeah, that's it for now. Obviously gonna leave it to dry for an hour and can't use it for 24 hours. So we're gonna leave it alone for 24 hours. After 24 hours you can then start to use it. Finally, I am done. The sofa's back inside the house. As you can see, it is looking amazing, absolutely fantastic, better than it was before. I did a great job and I'm so impressed with myself. This is the one I did first of all, and this is the second one. I have to say this one looks a lot more better. What do you think? Reason being because this one was red and this was brown, so it was a lot easier for this to come out looking a lot more black, because it was brown, so it's easier. But because this one is red, I feel like I can still kind of somehow ish see the tint of red. I might be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, and put your comment down below, let me know what you think. But other than that, guys, I think I did a very good job and I'm very much pleased with it. I hope you are too. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you do, give it a thumbs up as always, and if you want to see more DIYs like these, comment down below, let me know so I can bring you more, guys. There is a lot to do. As you know, this house, we're still upgrading and changing a lot of things around. It's been only a year since we moved in here, so I want to change a lot around, and I do want to document all of that and show you guys. So whatever you would like to see, let me know, and just, you know, keep coming back for more videos and I'll definitely deliver. But that's it pretty much, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely evening. Bye bye.